Alrighty. What's up, everybody? We are live! Once again, video number 2 on the evening on this Wednesday evening, Wednesday late night. And you know what that means. Time for another video right here, once again, on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the goddamn fucking internet. Don't forget to smash and tap that bell. Treat it like it's the New York Mets or even the Red Sox or the Atlanta Braves. Or treat it like it's your fucking biatch. Smack it around like that. But turn on all notifications so you get my videos. Hopefully you'll get my videos and you can watch them all. And you don't miss a goddamn thing. Because if you do, well, all I have to say to that is, too bad. And that's it. You're going to have to search my channels, or whatever you need to do. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Alright, we got the Darkness King in the chat. Max Lethal's in the chat. My good buddy, what's going on? I haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on with you, sir? Thank you for coming in. Hope you had a great day there, dude. That's Max Lethal is my good friend Prince Idol's cousin, well, one of his friends, cousin. He's affiliated with the guy, so I just put it that way. Another member of the Prophecy, so big ups to you, sir. And that's pretty much it. So big ups to Max Lethal or the Darkness King. Doesn't matter. But it is what it is. Good friend. Good friend of the Prophecy, and a good friend of my friend, the Prince Idol. The man that's getting me my guitar pretty soon. It's basically done. I just have to get it shipped in the next couple months, but it'll be here by Christmas, I guarantee that. And not only that, next year. Ho 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 ho! Wait till next year, guys. It is going to blow your minds in 2023 when I get that present. Not only getting one guitar, 2 guitars. Rosa doesn't like it, but I'm getting it anyway, so I'll have like 6,000 guitars in my freaking closet that Rosa claims I won't play.
You're not gonna play it, you just gotta stay there!
Bitch, fuck you. Let's see you play it. Rosa plays with a different electric twanger, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Prince is getting me a early birthday present. Well, hopefully getting it here by my birthday. We're just 3 months away, Prince. But, we're talking about things that, behind the scenes about that. But, so I'm hopefully getting that by my birthday. But it's 3 months away, so I got loads of time. But next year, oh baby, I'm getting another custom-made guitar from the Prince. But I'll just say this. Now, I know people are going to watch. You're not getting it. You're full of shit. You bought that online. Didn't buy it online. I had it custom made by a very special person. That's Prince Idol. So now I don't even have to pay shipping and handling. It gets sent to me for free. It'll take a while to get here, but But in any case, next year, I'm getting a very special guitar. Get this year too, but very custom-made guitar. I can't give out the specifics because it's private. So, but next year, You thought that guitar was gonna look good? Wait till next year. God willing, of course. I always say this, the prophecy is gonna be massive by next year. And that guitar is gonna look fabulous. Gonna look like the Sistine Chapel. Like Michelangelo made it. It is going to look amazing. Now, I don't know if it's a 6-string or a 7-string. I forget which ones I actually told Prince to get. I think I told him, give me 1 6 and 1 7. I'm not getting an 8. I can't play an 8 yet. But a 6 and a 7 definitely I'll be getting, and I can play both of them, so. But as soon as I get them, I will do a humongous unboxing of the guitar. Show you it. I have to stand up because I can't play it like I'm doing it right now off my phone, and I'm not going to do it off the computer. So, but I will show it off. And I'll let you hear it. I mean, I'll play the strings, without the cables and the pedals. Well, I don't have the pedals yet, but I'm getting pedals eventually. But I just gotta get my amp from my old house. Gotta get that. Gotta find out where the hell I can put the goddamn thing, because this house is like a mess as it is. So I have to put it somewhere, probably in the closet with my other guitars are. But eventually, when I do get it, I'm not gonna play. I really don't want to play it because it's brand new. So I can't play it. I can show you it, but I can't play it yet. That'll probably be sometime in 2023 when I actually break out the guitar or the other guitar I have. I have to get that fixed first, but probably in the spring of 2023, I might break out the guitar I'm gonna be getting. Maybe play a little bit of Isley Brothers tunes. No, I'll play a little ditty here and there. No, I'm a little bit rusty, so I have to practice. So, but next year is going to be some interesting stuff. I might do some. Actually, I wanted me to do this for 13 goddamn years, and that's take out my guitar, play some covers for you guys. The problem is I have to do it a cappella because I can't use a backing track because I'll get copyrighted. Good job, Susan. I can't do fucking anything. Unless they want you to use YouTube Premium so you don't get copyrighted. I'm not paying $10.99 a month. Fuck that shit. So I'll probably try to do it a cappella. But or I'll try to play the volume at a very low decibel. It'll be a backing track, but the volume will be really low. So I don't get copyrighted by In This Moment or Pink Floyd or something like that, especially Pink Floyd, because they'll copyright anything. And if you put guitar cover in the title, and you put the Copyright Act in the description box, they'll still copyright you. That's bullshit. But I'll just say this: 2023 is going to be a big, huge year for the prophecy. I guarantee that. And you can tell Prince Idol yourself. Prince Idol will say it himself if he wanted to. Max Lethal knows it too. Right, Max? You know it's true. You know it's true, Max. You know it's true. But I digress. Anyway. So Max is just chilling. True. Just chilling on a Wednesday night. That's good. Hope you had a great day. I had a pretty decent day. I got up. I went to sleep at 6 o'clock this morning because I was up all night. Not with the missus. I wish, but well, sometimes we do that, but because I give it those vitamins and milk all the time. We go all night, rounds, baby, rounds. But not last night. Last night I was so fucking tired coming home from the Cyclones game. The Brooklyn Cyclones, that's the Mets single A minor league affiliate, and it's now in the North Championship game. Game 2 tomorrow in Aberdeen, Maryland, where the Cyclones are up 1-0 in the best of 3. They win that. They go into the championship game, the World Series, if you will, of the minor leagues, and they'll play whoever comes out of the South Division, whoever wins the South Championship. So we'll see. Hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, depending on where the first game is. If it's in the South, then I guess I probably won't see the Cyclones. So probably Wednesday or Thursday next week for Game 2 and possibly Game 3, which will probably be on next Friday night. So the Cyclones, if the Cyclones win, they go on to the championship game, like I said, next week, wherever Game 1 is, or wherever Game 1 is. It could be, I hope it's in Brooklyn so I can see Game 1 at least. But that's another best-of-3 series. So the Cyclones get the home game. They'll probably be winning it on the road, which sucks! Because they won it at home in 2019. Which was great. And then they didn't really... 2020, they didn't win it because of the pandemic. 2021, they stunk. And this year, they stunk up the joint half the season. Well, the first part of the season, they just went red hot. They won the division by 2 games over Hudson Valley. That's the Yankees, by the way. And, they took the first game last night from Aberdeen 8-1. Just annihilated them. Kind of like the Cubs did to the Mets today. Ho! Fuck the Mets. How do you get swept by the fucking Cubs? Because you're the Mets, that's why. And the usual September swoon. But the Braves lost today. Haha, JD. And the Braves are in the swoon too. So nobody wants that division. It's like a choke job. Gonna come down to that series in Atlanta at the end of this month. I'm telling you right now. The Mets' magic number to win the division is 18. They got a playoff spot is 7. So probably by early next week, God willing, the Mets will clinch the playoffs at least. But where they end up? Either the second seed, the first wild card, or maybe the second wild card, which will be bad for the Mets. Because then you're going to have who's going to pitch the last game of the season, which could be important. And then you got the wild card round. If the Mets win one of the wild cards, who pitches the wild card round? Has to be DeGrom or Scherzer. Then you don't get a day off because you go right into the division series, which will probably be against the Braves or maybe the Cardinals. Whoever wins that, but I mean, we'll have to see, but we'll have to see what happens with that. But hopefully the Mets can win the division and they get the first round bye, which would be great. So we can rest DeGrom, rest Scherzer, and then they pick game 1 of whoever is in the division series. Hopefully not the Braves, but it could be the Braves, it could be the Phillies, it could be the Padres, or it could be the Brewers. I like to face the Brewers myself, but Padres would be a little dicey because they don't have Fernando Tatis, who's out for the fucking season because he's a dick. They got 2 other dicks in Machado and Juan Soto, but Padres pitching is garbage. And the bullpen's meh. Unlike the Mets, who stink up the joint. But it is what it is, and we'll see what happens when we get there. We got 2 weeks left of the season, and then the wild card round, and then the division round, which will probably be the second week of October. That's why Dynamite is going to be preempted in October, the first couple weeks of October. So October, I think the 12th and the 19th are preempted, I think. So we got that. So we'll move on from there. But yeah. So Cyclones hopefully will win tomorrow, go to the championship game early next week. I will hopefully go to one of those, maybe with the misses, but we'll see. And maybe I'll get another promotion like I did last night. I got the Pete Alonso bobblehead. I could have got Jacob deGrom, but they were giving away either one. And I got the Pete Alonso one. Yeah, you hit number 36 today, but your team is shit! Kind of like the Red Sox. Can't even beat the freaking Yankees. Got swept in Boston. At least Judgy Wudgy didn't hit a home run tonight. Those steroid-using home runs that he hits, 56 on the year. Definitely going to be the AL MVP of the season. Yanks are about to win that division. They're already 6 games up on the Blue Jays with 2 weeks to play. And now the Yankees go to Milwaukee, which means the good land. If you follow movies. They should probably wipe the floor of Milwaukee. Mets got a 4-game series starting tomorrow against Pittsburgh. Hopefully they take 3 or 4, but that's asking too much. Still a half game up on the Braves, who are just... Nobody wants to win that the fucking division. And then the Phillies are 8 games back. With 18 to play. Mind-boggling this season is, the end of this fucking season. And tomorrow night we got Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. The Chargers and the Chiefs. That should be a very good game. 2 good teams. I can't wait to see that. And then Sunday, the New York teams play the Giants at home against Carolina on Fox at 1 p.m. The Jets go to Cincinnati to face... No, Cleveland, excuse me. To face those Browns. There's another loss. Knowing the Jets because they stink. So that game's on at 1 p.m. So I got to simulcast it between on the Rich Man's Cable. I got picture in picture. So I get to watch it on one side. On this side, I got the Jets, and I got this side. I got the Giants. And then the Niners face the Seahawks at 4:25, but that game's not even on TV. I have to fire up Red Zone. But it is what it is. The Niners will play on TV next Sunday against the Denver Broncos in Denver on Sunday Night Football. So I have to hear Chris Collinsworth, which is not bad, but then I have to hear Mike Tirico. Because Al Michaels retired. The great man he is, Al Michaels. Bless that man's mighty... Well, not yet, but bless that man. I just say that. And if you want to watch Monday Night Football, bless your heart, because Monday Night Football fucking sucks. The commentary is garbage with Joe Fuck and Troy Gaiman. It's horrible. I can't watch it. I have to put it on mute and just watch the game. I cannot stand them. They're fucking boring. I mean, hearing them on Fox every Sunday for the last few years was boring in itself. Now I have to hear them on Monday Night Football. Especially when the Niners play on Monday night. They have a couple Monday night games. Oh, I have to hear that. Good thing I don't, because I have the mute button. So, fuck you, Troy Gaiman, and fuck you, Joe Fuck. Fuck both of you in the ass with a spiked football colonic. Wait, does that exist? I don't know. But fuck Joe Buck and fuck Troy Gaiman. Fuck them both. But it is what it is. So the Niners got to see Cox at home at Levi Stadium. Hopefully they can come back and win at home. Unlike last week when they choked another 10 fucking point lead. I don't know what it is with the Niners with 10-point leads. Remember Super Bowl 55? My brother from another mother, the guy right there, he knows. He knows firsthand. He was there. Not at the game, but he was watching with me and the missus and a couple friends. And then I don't want to get into what happened after that. 2 years ago, that great man, bless your mighty heart, my brother from another mother. I love you, bro. Right after the Super Bowl, gone. Shockingly. But it is what it is, and that's that. All right, let's move on from football. All right, got more in the chat. All right, so we got Max Lethal, who's chilling like a villain on. He's chilling like a villain who used to be named Bob Krillin. Not Bob Dylan, Bob Krillin. We don't say Bob Dylan here, we say Bob Krillin. Krillin?
Hi, Goku.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Krillin, you bald-headed fuck. I am Prince Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans.
Well, hi, Vegeta. How you doing?
Got a gun! Fuck Krillin. Fuck Gohan for that matter, too. And fuck Broly, too. Even Super Saiyan 3, Broly Super Saiyan 3 cannot beat Vegeta at Master Ultra Ego. Holy shit! Even Goku couldn't beat Vegeta in the new Dragon Ball movie. Holy crap! Goku got fucked up! I loved it! It was sparring! It was sparring Vegeta's whipping his ass! I'm like, dude, you couldn't go Master Ultra Instinct? Not that it would have worked anyway! Because Vegeta would have went Master Ultra Ego and whipped your fucking ass anyway! That's right, Kakarot! I would have used my Master Instinct, Sprinkles, Kakarot, Sprinkles, and I would have ate them and hit you with a final flash, and I would have killed you, you fucking piece of shit! Because I'm the Prince of all Saiyans! Ah! It's true, it's goddamn true, Vegeta is the best. I am the best. Yes. Yes, you are. Anyway, we'll move on. Alright, so Max Lethal says, I'm glad the black and gold NXT is back. Me too. I was sick and tired of the rainbow colored fucking bleh of NXT 2.0. Garbage. Now that Triple H is in charge of creative, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, is now running NXT with Matt Bloom and partly that idiot Bruce Pritchard. Get rid of down south slang. And probably in 2 weeks, because next week, this Tuesday, is taped. Why? I don't know. But in 2 weeks, hopefully we'll get a season premiere of NXT with a new theme. The black and gold is back. And hopefully, some brand new theme songs. Now I'm talking about Raw, not so much SmackDown. Raw's season premiere is October the 12th, October the 10th at MSG, at the Garden, the mecca of all sports. So hopefully we'll get a new Raw theme, or maybe a new set would be nice too. But get that fucking theme song for Raw out of here. It is horrible. Bring back something good, because Hunter loves that metal. Hey, why not? Why'd you bring back some Nickelback? The new I would love Burn It to the Ground to come back, but, that's just me. But they have a new song called San Quentin. It sounds amazing. Love it. The video is great because they're in San Quentin prison with all those crazy fucking fans. That's off their new record called Get Rollin', which, I don't know if it's out now, but I know the song is out on Spotify. That's pretty much it. I could use some Motorhead, it'd be nice, Let me Q Meister, how you doing, everybody? I'm Lemmy Q Meister from Motorhead. We play rock and roll. Rock out with your cock out, alright. There you go. Have you noticed when Triple H comes out, when he makes a special appearance on TV, he doesn't come out to time to play the game anymore? He comes out with bow down to the king, Not that it's a bad song, but I miss the game, Just me. Time to play the game. Yeah. Time to play the game. There you go. But yeah, hopefully NXT. I don't know. You call it. Should we call it 3.0 or back to 1.0? But probably be getting that in the next couple weeks. They are bringing back takeover specials. Nice. Thank the Lord for that. Thank the Lord, takeover specials are coming back. Now, I don't know if it's going to be on the Tuesday specials that we all know, like Halloween Havoc, a Stand and Deliver, which Stand and Deliver is really a pay-per-view, but hopefully the pay-per-views will be called NXT TakeOver Portland or NXT TakeOver Brooklyn or something like that. We'll get those coming back, hopefully. So, normalcy is coming back to wrestling. Thank the Lord. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, Stephanie. Hi, Steph. And partly, thank you, Nick Conman, even though you're a schmuck. That's all I gotta say about that. So we'll see what happens with that. NXT's rating came out, and a pretty damn good rating, 728,000 views. For a 1-year anniversary show that wasn't even that good. And next week, like I said, this coming Tuesday is taped. Coming out of the tapings, this is a spoiler, but I don't know if this match is going to happen. Tony D'Angelo, my cousin. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I know you're hurt. I'm sorry. He gets you a pizza for $2. Just remember that. Tony D'Angelo got hurt. And I don't know if it was last night or it was on the tapings, because they were taped. I think after NXT went off the air, they did the tapings for next week's show. But Tony D had a very scary head injury. He got knocked into the turnbuckle. Now I don't know if it's an exposed turnbuckle or it just hit wrong, and it was a very bad injury. They stopped the match. It was Gacy and Grimes taking on the Tony D'Angelo family, and I guess it was a rematch, or it was maybe on Tuesday night. Like I said, I don't know, because I only read it from Ringside News. But Tony D did get injured during the tapings, and he's okay. He's fine, but I think they're going to scrap that match, which is supposed to be this coming Tuesday. I think that's, like I said, I think it's a rematch. So, yeah, Tony D is, maybe he suffered a concussion, maybe whiplash, I don't know. So, I think they're going to scrap that match. Yeah, I'll get to him. Because we the ones, just remember, we the ones. For that guy, we the ones. Put your ones up in the chat. Just like the bloodline, the prophecy, we are the ones. Because I am your tribal god of Extreme, Peter Gilmore. Just remember that. Undefeated, undisputed god of Extreme. Nobody can beat me. Not even on commentary. That's damn true. There you go. There's the ones right now, but Max Lethal. Let's get more. More. I want more. I want more of it. But it is what it is. I'll get more on Twitter. But I digress. Alright, so we'll see what happens with NXT this coming Tuesday night on the program. It is taped, so I don't expect the rating to probably go down. But it is what it is. Raw went way down. Not down to like 1.3, but they did a 1.7 for Raw this past Monday night. Ouch. Eesh. Did it do 2 million the week before that? I don't think Hunter liked that rating. 1.7. It was almost a 1.71. So if you want to round up, 1.71. As far as Dynamite, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. But I would probably think that Dynamite will probably end its streak, a 3-week streak at 1 million. Probably go back down to like 925,000. Because tonight's show was tonight. I think probably one of the worst Dynamites I've seen. I mean, in the almost 3-year existence, and the 3-year anniversary show is October the 5th. So there you go. So next week we got Grand Slam, and then the week after I think is in Boston. I don't remember where October 5th show is, but I know the week after that is Battle of the Belts 4. I think that's going to be on October the 13th, because that's a Thursday Rampage. Mind you, Thursday Rampage. Now, the 12th is up in the air because of baseball, obviously. They were thinking of pushing it back to Tuesday night, which will really give us a Tuesday night war between NXT and AEW. But AEW could be taped that night, though I would go live. Just me. Just me. Or they tape it on Wednesday. That's the 12th. It'll be taped. So a taped Dynamite, which I don't think would be great, but we'll see. Then I think the week after that, the 19th, I think is an actual Dynamite Live. I think the 26th could be. Well, the end of October is going to be all of October is all messed up. Let's put it that way. With baseball, got hockey starting up, basketball starting up in right around Halloween. Because Halloween's on a Monday. That should be an interesting Monday Night Raw, by the way. And then, November, December, January, Dynamite and Rampage are going to be, really, Rampage is going to be at different times because of basketball, and hockey. So, there you go with that. But, get back to NXT. I'm happy NXT is going back to black and gold. Hopefully get a new theme. Because Down South slang is garbage. But I digress. And we move on. Alright, Max Legal says, yes! And we'll talk about that motherfucker in a little bit. Bryan Danielson. Talk about him and Jericho. Very, very good match in the main event tonight for Dynamite. And then the other match, Jon Moxley and Sammy Guevara. In that semifinals of the World Championship Tournament. We'll talk about that in just a second. Let's just finish up the chat and then we'll go right into it. Alright, got my good buddy, my Canadian brother from the north, Andre Corbeil, who's worldwide. Anyway, Andre says, some dummies out there, yeah, are whining about the backstage drama in AEW. I will let those people know that I will let those people know that I may have interest finally because of it. There you go. You're back. You're back, Andre. You're gonna actually watch AEW. Great. Good for you. Say, I knew you would come back. So a little bit of drama between Punk, Kenny, and the Bucks brought Andre Corbeil back. But now that you might be a little bit pissed, Andre, because the suspensions for everybody involved, that's Christopher Daniels, Michael Nakazawa, Brandon Cutler, the Bucks, Ace Steel, Punk, and Kenny, the suspensions have been lifted, and now they can come back, I guess, next week at Grand Slam. So I guess BTE, who's on hiatus right now, might be back, not this Monday, I doubt this Monday, the Monday following. Unless they take a longer hiatus, who knows? I guess they're taking a hiatus because of they're playing the storyline. Or they're working, not working, but you know what I mean. Saying, oh, I can't film. My brain is like, I can't film anything. Well, you can't go to the Bucks' house and just film them playing with their kids? And, and their hot wires and shit? Come on. You can't film with your significant other there, Brandon Cutler? You couldn't go to Japan with Kenny when he was doing the stuff in Japan at Sega? Couldn't do that? Couldn't give us something like that?
Yeah, we're gonna take a hiatus.
Pussies. All I got this week was Sammy Guevara's vlog. I mean, come on. And Sammy had a spoiler. Nobody cares what you think, Wrestling Cat. What do you want? Wrestling Cat, what's up, baby? Where's the Wrestling Cat? Come here, baby. I know you. What do you want? What do you want, you chicken? Where's my chicken? Huh? Where's my chicken? What do you want? What do you want? You want to be on TV? You want to be on TV? She wants to be on TV. Look at this beautiful animal. Oh, I love her. Peter's standing like a scout again. Shut up. Oh, good kitty. Oh, so good. You're so good. Want to be. Hello, fans. I am the Wrestling Cat. Fear me. Leave Peter Gilmore alone. Okay. I know. You always want to eat. Didn't you eat your food? Hmm? Did you eat your food today, my little friend? I know. What happened? I'm sorry. I'm not hurting the cat. I'm not hurting the cat. I'm like on certain people we know. Right? I don't want to hurt you. You're my little friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. Alright, I gotta put you down because I gotta finish the show, okay? I'll feed you in a minute. She wants to eat every 5 seconds. It's a crazy cat. Crazy cat. Where are we now? Alright, back to Andre. Yeah, there are dummies. Dummies, yeah, that, you know, they're whining about this thing. Like, the Bucks and Kenny. Did you see the sign, by the way, tonight on Dynamite? CM Punk fears the Young Bucks? Or something like that. I think it said that. Something with CM Punk and the Bucks. He probably does fear the Young Bucks. Probably does. But like I said, the suspensions are over. So, well, we won't see Punk for another 6 to 8 months. The Bucks are probably could come back on Grand Slam. Or the week after that. Brandon Cutler will come back to doing BTE, hopefully. Christopher Daniels will be back on, doing his talent relations crap. I don't know what they're going to do with Ace Steel. They might give him a contract with Impact, because I think they're going to fire him. And like I said, the Bucks and Kenny's coming back. So I don't know what they're gonna do with the Bucks and Kenny next week if they do come back. That'll be a great return. Well, not a great return. They'll be like, hey, they're back. We missed you. Maybe do something with Death Triangle. Get the trios titles back, which they never should have really vacated. And then yeah. See what happens with that. But where is Adam Cole, baby? Tony? I'm not talking about Shivani. Adam Cole is just sitting pretty at home playing Twitch. Playing games on his Twitch channel. Chugs. And there was a fucking stupid fucking rumor on Issa's watch along. Some idiot writes in her chat, oh, did you hear the rumor on Twitter that Christian was cheating with Britt Baker? I'm like, no. What? I'm like, where is this? Where are you people hearing this shit? Is it from that clown? I mean, do you believe everything's on Twitter? Christian's not cheating with Britt Baker. Why would Britt Baker even want to fuck Christian? I mean, seriously. I know Christian divorced his wife, but, I mean, no, because the whole Jack Perry thing. But, I mean, really? Why would Christian, an old fart like him, want to bang Britt Baker? Britt Baker's got her own problems with Tony Baloney, like, everywhere. In her pants, most likely, and Adam Cole's just sitting at home on Twitch, not even giving a shit that his fiance or soon-to-be wife is probably banging Tony Schiavone. You think about it. Think about it. Every time you see Britt Baker, look at her Twitter. Look at her Instagram. every picture is with her, Rebel, or Reba, and Tony Schiavone. Think about it. Friends my ass. Friends with benefits, I think. You know Tony wants that hot ass. Come on now. He's just keeping it secret from Adam Cole. But guys like me would always tell Adam, oh, Adam, you better check your girl at the door. Because she's trying to bang a 60-year-old guy named Tony Schiavone. Oh, it's true. Oh, you could tell Britt Baker I said that. And also, you know what you can also tell her? Fuck the Penguins. And fuck the Steelers and fuck every other team from Pittsburgh. And the entire city of Pittsburgh can go fuck itself. And Philly, too, for that matter. And Atlanta. You know why. You know why. Because their baseball, their teams stink. Teams stink. And what did the Atlanta Falcons do? And Atlanta Falcons. Another choke job by the Falcons. They had the lead against the Saints. And what happens? Choke. That's why the Saints won. Thank you for giving me 10 points there. Well, not even 10. 5 points there, Saints, because you didn't cover the fucking spread. And I had a bad week in fantasy. Bad week. 50 goddamn points I had total. Because all the teams, except for a few, covered spread. And I lost games, and I lose points for that. So I won 6 out of the 16 games. I won 6 of them. 1 tie because of the Houston Texans Indianapolis Colts tie. So I went 6, 9, and 1. Ugh. But hopefully this week I do better. It's only week 2, so I don't have to worry until week 10. Then I start thinking about, I gotta make the playoffs. Not that I'm making money out of it. It's a free league. I don't go into those leagues for money. I go and get a nice little trophy. A fake trophy, of course, but you know. I miss doing the real fantasy leagues, but I like the leagues where I just, you know, I don't have to put money down or anything. I just join the league, make my squad, and that's it. But it is what it is. That's it. Alright, move on from that. But glad you're back there, Andre. Alright. They got rid of the child grooming homosexual-based NXT logo finally. Bravo, they did. Yeah, they did. It wasn't well, technically it was, because it's all rainbow colored, multicolored, tie-dye, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that 1-year experiment of NXT 2.0, goodbye, so long, farewell. Now the black and gold is back. Hopefully a new theme, but we'll see. We will see what the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels does with NXT 1.0 to version 2, or whatever it's going to be called. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I didn't need Jannetty to make 2.0. By the way, well, speaking of Marty Jannetty, prayers go out to Marty Jannetty, who's not feeling well. He's not doing so good. So, prayers to Marty Jannetty. You know, it is what it is. Jannetty tried to jump out of the window to escape. Are you kidding me? Are you blind? I knew he was going to do that. I just knew he was going to do that. He didn't need Jannetty. He still doesn't need Jannetty. I think Jannetty needs some prayers. That's all Jannetty needs right now. I shouldn't say that, but you know. Big ups to Marty Jannetty. That's it. Okay, Andre says, haven't watched 1 minute of football since 2017. Damn, that's 5 years. You missed a lot. Fuck that league and their race baiting. Well, the only thing I gotta say about that comment is, well, fuck Roger Goodell, because Roger Goodell sucks dick. And their referee system is garbage. The rules are just mind-boggling. The referees, especially in the championship games, horrible. Super Bowl 55. But yeah, fuck the NFL. Yeah, fuck the NFL. Why? Because of what happened last Thursday with Ozzy fucking Osbourne at the halftime show. 10 seconds. They go right. It's like they go come from commercial. They go back. We see the halftime people. Tony Dungy and those idiots. It's like welcome to the halftime show. Here's Ozzy Osbourne. 10 seconds of Ozzy. Back to those idiots. What? Oh, thanks to Ozzy, because Ozzy's the greatest person in the fucking world. He put out the video from the halftime show. It was yesterday or today. So you can see it on Ozzy's YouTube page. And also, if you go on Ozzy's YouTube page, you can see the documentary of the making of his new album, which is out right now. Buy it. Or download it on Spotify. Tell him Peter Gilman sent you. Patient Number 9. His 13th album. Guy's a legend. 73-year-old Ozzy fucking Osbourne. Love you, Dad. But I digress. But yeah, 10 seconds of Ozzy. Seriously? Roger Goodell, you fucking asshole. Oh, but it was like Beyonce. It was like I don't know, The Weeknd or some schmucky mumble rapper. They'll give him all the time in the world. But it's Ozzy, the greatest man since sliced bread. 10 seconds. They'll give Beyonce 15 minutes. Or Jennifer Lopez, or Jennifer Lopez can do 15 minutes just showing her ass. That'll be the halftime show. Just show Jennifer Lopez's ass, just like jiggling, and then Ben Affleck's on the side. I pull that. Or you could just have Shakira just shake her hips and ass. That'd be fine. I mean, we did see that at the Super Bowl 55. But I just don't know what the hell is wrong with America that you cannot have a rock and roll act at the Super Bowl, especially at the Super Bowl. And then you have a rock and roll Hall of Fame with people like, no disrespect, Shaka Khan, LL Cool J. Wow, he's not rock. Why do you have people in the, Run DMC I'm okay with because they introduced the rap rock era with Aerosmith back in '86, which led to Linkin Park, eventually, with Anthrax too. Don't forget Anthrax. But some people in the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame should not be there. And LL Cool J is one of them. Why are you in there? I don't know. Who puts these dumbasses in? Whoever runs that shit. And it takes so long for bands to get in. Kiss, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Well, I think the Red Hot Chili Peppers are not in yet, but I gotta check that out. Rage Against the Machine. I'm like, seriously? I don't understand. Judas Priest, I think, was nominated. I don't think they're in yet. I don't think they are in. I don't think Judas Priest is in. I have to look at my last video that I did on the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame and the inductees. I know I gotta check that out. I gotta look again. But anyway, we'll move on because I don't give two shits about the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame and football for that matter. How do you diss Ozzy Osbourne? I don't know. And knowing the NFL, they'll have a shitty Super Bowl halftime show this year, come February the 12th. I can only imagine who it's going to be. I can only imagine. Probably be Doja Cat or Megan Thee Stallion or maybe Cardi B singing WAP. That would be fun. Get your sensors ready. your 7-second delay and your black boxes ready, because that's not going to happen. Knowing the NFL, they're like, oh, we can't have that. You have to dress nicely. We can't just show you that. You can't sing about wet ass pussy. But they were smart, the Roger Goodell and the people that, whoever picks the halftime show, if they were smart, which they're not, they would pick a hard rock act. Like, well, last time we had a hard, classic rock act or a rock act was 2014 with Aerosmith and Red Hot Chili Peppers. No, I should say Red Hot Chili Peppers and Bruno Mars. That's it. Had no, from 2014 on, no rock act. Why? Why? I mean, we can't get. I mean, I think the ultimate would be Metallica. Just give them a 15-minute set. They can play like whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, you know, right, James? Yeah, you know, we're gonna play fast. We're gonna play angry. And we're gonna play furious. You know, we're gonna play the Super Bowl. Yeah. They'll probably play like 3 songs. Probably Enter Sandman. Probably For Whom the Bell Tolls, and maybe a 3rd song. I don't know. Probably the top 3 songs they can play is Enter Sandman. Damn. probably Enter Sandman, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and a toss-up at number 3 maybe if they get lucky. They'll play a medley maybe. They could do what they really should do is like a Kill Ride medley, what they did like in '97. And they do once in a while on their tours now. They play a lot of stuff from the first album from Kill 'Em All, and then they play a little bit of Ride of Lightning. Change it up a little bit, dude. I want Metallica at the halftime show. Please, a heavy metal act. I don't care if it's Iron Maiden. That'd be nice to see, you know, have Iron Maiden there and Eddie just comes out. That'd be fun. Like big fucking Eddie, like, I'm Eddie. Where's Roger Goodell? You know, we have you know, Iron Maiden go, run to the hills. We got like 80,000 fans in Arizona singing that shit. That'd be great. That'd be ultimate. You have AC/DC and Metallica there, maybe in this moment. That'd be nice. Or maybe, just maybe, you get Kiss, but like Kiss hasn't done a Super Bowl in a long time. They have done it, but not in a long time. And it probably won't be the original Kiss, as we all know, because they're going to be done probably by the end of this year or early next year. On their end of the road tour. They're done after this. No more. I mean, they're not. I'm serious. Seriously, they're probably going to be it for them. Because they're in their 70s now. Well, Paul Stanley and Ace Frehley's in their 70s, and Gene Simmons is in his 70s, and Eric Singer is in his, I believe, is in his 50s. Tommy Thayer, I think, is in his 50s. So, but if you want to do like a one-off, just have the original members of Kiss put the makeup on. Really, they shouldn't. And just have them, and maybe the other old members of Kiss come in, like, you know, Bruce Kulick come in and play some good stuff from the 80s. Give me something good at the halftime show for the Super Bowl, please. Not Doja Cat or Megan Thee Stallion. I love Megan Thee Stallion, but, you know, just for that one song. And, you know, and Cardi B. Okay. That's it. Other than that, whoever is the halftime show this year, not gonna watch it. Not gonna care. Last year's was okay with, you know, Dr. Drizzy and Snoop Diggity Dogg and Eminem and Mary J. Blige and that idiot Kendrick Lamar, but I think 50 Cent was there too. Good old 50 Cent. But give us something good to watch this year. I'm serious. Like, seriously. But we move on. Okay, we move on. Okay, Max Lethal says, yes, Weed Wrestling, they got rid of that crap. Oh, that was the NXT Rainbow logo. Okay. Anyway, Andre's back, says, LOL, Peter's rant had me laughing. Fuck Joe, fuck. Which Joe was I talking about? I don't know. Fuck Joe Biden, for that matter. Fuck you, Brandon. Andre knows me from way back. And he knows, he can tell you firsthand. Andre, you know firsthand that my rants are, get ready for it, legend. Dairy, legendary. Nobody can outrant me. Nobody on this fucking platform. Or in real life, either. Nobody can outrant me. Even on commentary. I'm a god of rants. I'm the god. I should have more subscribers than I have on that rant channel. I have 428. At one point, I had 431. Even at one point, even before that, I had 700 before the YouTube subscriber purge. When it just took every dead account out. But was I mad? No. No. And I still average about between 100 and at most, my highest rated one is still my Grimm's Toy Show rant. Still at 2,800 plus views. 2,800 on big fat Dave Grimm's Toy Show, whose fucking channel is basically dead. Not the same Grimm's Toy Show from back in like 2015. And he can blame, the YouTube algorithm, the monetization, this and that. He's taking his channel now. He's not getting paid. He's not making money. Blah blah blah. Put on some good content. Maybe you'll actually get somewhere there, Dave. Or just find another line of work. Because backyard wrestling is not great these days. Backyard wrestling is not getting any views. And GTS is a backyard fed. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, Dave, but your channel is your whole GTS thing is a backyard fed, and nobody gives two shits about it. And I have friends that work there, Pete Corvus and Tommy Salami. They bring the ratings, and they, but it is what it is. I'm not going to go into a humongous another Grimm's Toy Show rant. I could, but I don't want to. But his channel is not the same that I used to know. But it is what it is. I'm still good friends with, well, not good friends with Pete Corvus and Tommy, but they know I'm right. They know I'm right that Grimm's video, his views are not like they used to be. But I digress. But yeah, my rants are all legendary. They all are legendary. And I average between 100 and, like I said, up to 2.8 on a good day, 2,800 views on a good video. But I take it as I come. I'm not here to get like millions of views or millions of subscribers, which would be nice, but it is what it is, and that's that. But I'm happy with the subs I got. I got 409. I was at 411. Now I'm at 409 on this channel. 428 on the Rant channel. 676 on the Metal Guy channel. And I used to be right near 1,000. Killer Demons is getting slightly going up. Right now it's at right near 1,230 subs. That's all real subs. The Shadows Lair is at 200. Well, I got a couple of new fake subs. 283 subs right now. So, but I take it as I come. If they're, could be real subs, great. Fake subs, these fucking trolls. I make 6 million accounts every fucking day, every fucking hour. Probably one of them is watching me right now and has nothing better to do. Got his Jurgis right here. Got his 2 fucking cats right there. And he's playing, probably clipping this right now. I don't give a shit if you do. Because you're a stalking bastard and you're going to jail. Very soon, sir. Dude, you're getting served, and I love it. So what happens when you fuck around on this fucking website and stalk women, and then stalk people like me and my friends, and then you bring family into it? That's a no-no, and you're going bye-bye. So to you, I will give you a Majin Buu. Majin Buu, get in here, you fat fuck. You God? Yes, Majin Buu. I need you to say bye-bye to all these trolls.
Okay. Boo, if you are. Boo, if you are. Boo, if you are. Bye-bye. You go bye-bye. Boo turned into a cookie.
Alright, get out of here, you fat fuck. Bobby, get out of here. What do you want? You call Bobby...
Majin Buu says you called him ugly. Ugly? What are you calling ugly? What's that mean?
Means I can fucking kick your ass. Get the fuck out of here. I'll hit you with a gallic gun. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, I'll call you know who. Get out of here. But yeah, so all you trolls, especially that one, bye-bye. Fucking idiot. Anyway, but yeah, my rants are legendary. There you go. Alright. Okay, Andre says Vegeta is one of the 3 kinds of marijuana I'm growing in my tent. It's one of the best. Wow. I didn't know you had a marijuana tent in Alberta, Canada. Not that I smoke weed or anything, but anything you gotta do to make money, I guess. But yeah, you got a strain called Vegeta. Is it good? Will it turn you into a Super Saiyan? If it is, send me some. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't smoke the marijuana. On some straight edge. We drink Pepsi here. Well, I'm not drinking Pepsi tonight, but I'm drinking Rockstar Punched. I like to punch you in the dick. But I digress. But yeah, that's great, Andre. That's great. That's great. Keep it going, sir. Keep it going. If it's one of the best, I hope you sell it on the market. Not that I'm gonna try it or anything. I never inhaled. Anyway. Alright, Max Lethal's back. He says 1.0. That's NXT Black and Gold. Coming back. Solo Sikoa is the new North American champion. Yes, if you watched my review last night, please do. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. I was talking about Solo Sikoa winning the North American title from Carmelo Hayes. I don't know what's going to happen with him, but I would not be surprised on SmackDown Friday night. He comes out with the Usos, his cousins, and maybe Roman Reigns, and they come out with all... Good lord. 5 belts! Oy. And then Sami Zayn comes out. Where's the price of admission? Hey, Sami Zayn! I'm Sami Zayn! Sami's gonna turn on the Usos, I'm telling you right now, and he's gonna join it with Kevin Owens. Good buddy Kevin. So Steve Jericho is gonna probably challenge the Usos. When? I don't know. But it's gonna happen. And I think the Usos' longest fuck reign as unified tag champs go bye-bye. Probably by day 1. If not by the Survivor Series. It is what it is. Speaking of Roman, check out my Roman video I did earlier. It's link is be in the description box. Talk about Roman being number 1 on the PWI 500. Number 2 was Okada. And if you want to know where Kenny was, he wasn't on the list. He was on the list, but not in the top 10. Why? I don't know. And then I read something that Cash Wheeler said something about the PWI 500, and he had to take everything back, and he apologized for something he said about it. I guess he didn't like where FTR was on the list. I don't know. But it is what it is. Punk was number... I think it was number... Punk was 3. I think Hangman Adam Page was 4. And then Big E was number 9. Cody Rhodes was number 6. And then El Hijo del Vikingo, the guy from AAA, was I believe number 7 or 8. I don't have to, you gotta watch the video to get the top 10, so, or just look it up. But it is what it is. But Roman is number 1 this year on the PWI 500. So check out the video before this one. Link will be in the description box. And there you go. But as far as Solo goes, yeah, I would love to see Solo come out on SmackDown with the Usos carrying the North American title. That would be freaking epic. And also, speaking of Roman, I talked about this on partly on my video on Roman being number 1. The ever-popular clickbait machine himself. We all know who that is, Andre Cobio, Max Lethal, and anybody else is watching. The clickbait machine, once again, opened his vagina and womp, 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 saying that Triple H was going to strip Roman of the belts. Where did you get the source from? Where's your source? You have no source. It's all in your brain that you don't have. You clickbaiting mark. You really think that Triple H himself would go to Roman and say, hey Roman, we're gonna strip you. I gotta strip you of the belts because the USA Network wants a title on Raw. You know, Roman's gonna say, acknowledge me, Hunter. And Hunter's like, okay. They're not gonna take the belts off of Roman. Not anytime soon. I don't care what the USA Network says. Fuck USA Network. And fuck Vince Russo because he works for them. So, you think you guys, if you marks are so butthurt that the man himself, Roman Reigns, tribal chief, and you will acknowledge him, whether you like it or not, otaku. If you don't like him with the belts, don't watch Raw. Don't watch SmackDown. Don't watch the entire WWE. I don't give a shit. They don't need your view. You still want to acknowledge Roman anyway. Because he's going to hold that belt until WrestleMania and face The Rock. You actually think The Rock is going to be the one to finally beat Roman? No! That day happens, you can kiss the WWE goodbye. Because if The Rock is the one to beat Roman and win the unified title, you know Roman's getting right back at the next pay-per-view. Because Rock ain't holding that belt for long. He's just going to be like, oh, I won. Next night on Raw. Roman comes out, bitch, I want my title back. They have an epic rematch, maybe on Raw or on SmackDown or at the next pay-per-view. Roman gets it right back. I'm like, we just gave it to him because we wanted to end his 1,000-day record. Fuck The Rock. Dwayne. Here's what you're going to get, Dwayne. Stacked, pinned, smashed, stacked, and pinned at WrestleMania 39 in your hometown of Los Angeles, California. Roman is going to obliterate The Rock. And then Cody's going to win the Royal Rumble, most likely. And then Cody's going to I want my match at WrestleMania. No, Cody, you ain't getting it. You don't get that. No. But like I said, things can change, and they can say, hey, fuck The Rock. Rock could do something else at WrestleMania, like maybe be in the Hall of Fame. Like, I don't give a shit for that. Then we could have Cody versus Roman, and Issa would be a sad panda. You know, I have to give her hugs after, because she'd be crying after Roman loses to Cody. There, Issa. There. I'm kidding. I love Issa. The Puerto Rican diva herself. The New York City Demon Diva. Ooh, she's one hot, nice piece of ash. Ooh. Especially if you look at her OnlyFans. Ooh. Don't tell her I said that, please. She loves me. Not like that, but, you know. I don't simp for her. If you think I do, fuck you. Because you ain't getting her with your tiny little cock. You're going to need a lifetime supply of Blue Chew to please her. I'll tell you that right now. I don't have that problem, especially with the missus. But God forbid if me and Issa were together, holy shit, I would leave the house. I don't even need to have a job. I'll just stay home. Issa will be making all the money. With OnlyFans and on YouTube and Wrestling Inc. It's like, hey, maybe I'll just work for Wrestling Inc. I can need money. I need some money to eat, you know. I work with Issa, I work with Justin LeBar, and I work with the Nick House man. But, you know, I'll get some type of money. I'll get paid. But I won't leave the house because, you know, way she looks good. I love her. She's a good friend. She's a good person. She's a very good person. Very knowledgeable about what she does. Her watch-alongs are freaking epic. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday. And Sunday. Usually we're going to pay-per-views, of course. She's a very... I'll say it like the other guys. Like Mark Wahlberg says to Eva Mendes in that great movie, The Other Guys, with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. She's a nice lady. You're married to that? I would take a bullet for you. Why are you married to him? Oh, that's a good movie. But yeah, big ups to Issa. Love you, mommy. Boop. We move on. But yeah, Solo Sikoa, the new North American champion. I hope he's on SmackDown with the belt. That's all that matters. Alright, got the ones up by Max Lethal. Alright, two more, then we're going right into this review. And I can go as long as I want. You don't went an hour and 13 minutes and even do the review yet. Fuck you, don't watch the show, asshole. But you do because you masturbate to me. It's Wednesday night, we stay up late watching Peter Gilmore with your AEW review and staying up late. While we masturbate. But I digress. Andre says, I thought Solo was killed by his son in one of the stores. That's the wrong Solo. That's Han Solo. And that was in, number 7? Star Wars Episode 7, I think it was. 7? Wait, I think it was, yeah, it was 7. So that's the only one yeah. He got killed by his son, Kylo Ren, who then got fucked up in the last one, the episode 9, which is the Rise of Skywalker. So, there you go. Oops, did I spoil that movie for you? I'm sorry. They have spin-offs now on Disney Plus. They got Mandalorian coming out with season 3 next year. Andor, another spin-off from Star Wars. Boba Fett, I think it's going into season 2. Obi-Wan Kenobi. They got a lot of spin-offs on Star Wars. Just go on Disney Plus and watch all of them. That's a lot of fucking hours of watching that shit. And I caught up with just about almost all of it. I still have to watch Obi-Wan, the first season of Obi-Wan. 'Cause I watched Andor. Andor's pretty damn good. Speaking of streaming, Cobra Kai season 5. Holy crap, it's good. Probably the best season so far. And they're gonna end next season. Sad to say. Season 6 will most likely be the last season, and then they're gonna do more spin-offs, of course. What they're gonna do, I don't know. What kind of spin-off would they have? Maybe they'll have a spin-off where Daniel and Samantha, or maybe Miguel get married or some shit. I don't know. Or to do something with Johnny Lawrence. I mean, the series Cobra Kai is basically based off of Johnny Lawrence's character. Well, you know, it's based Karate Kid, but still. I don't know what they would do in a spin-off. I mean, there's so many ways you can go if you watch the entire series so far. Maybe they do something with Chosen. They do something in Japan. Like maybe Chosen has a dojo in Japan and he hangs out with Yukio or Kumiko. Yukio, Kumiko, Kamiko, whatever. Does something with, maybe they'd have a spin-off of Chosen. That'd be nice. Like Daniel, we'll see Daniel here and there for a cameo appearance. Maybe Johnny Lawrence. Maybe a couple of the kids come over to Japan and Okinawa and shit like that. Want to maybe do a spin-off with Mike Barnes. Oops! I spoiled it. Yeah, Mike Barnes is back in season 5, if you haven't watched it yet. Good scenes, too. Very good scenes. Some funny scenes with Daniel and Joey Lawrence. Not Joey Lawrence. John Lawrence. Joey Lawrence is somebody else. Whoa! That's a great scene. I think it's the first episode. It's like they have like a weird scene with Daniel and Chosen and Johnny and like a limo, and then Mike Barnes comes out of nowhere. It's like you screwed me, LaRusso. Mike? Bop. Mm-hmm. Then they have a weird, not a fight, but I mean they do fight, but. That's like maybe earlier, but it is what it is. Tori, just watch the whole story with Tori. Yeah, just watch that because Tori she learns a life lesson. I'll just say that. And there was that rumor that Mike Barnes might be her dad. That'd be creepy. But yeah, season 5 of Cobra Kai on right now on Netflix. Go watch it, it's great. Like I said, season 6 will be the final season. Won't be coming out till maybe late next year. And then the spin-offs will probably come out in 2024. But we'll see what happens with that as we get there. Let me move on. But, yeah, Andre, what are you smoking tonight? Solo was killed by his son. We all know that. We all knew that in episode 7. I'm sorry, Dad. I am the new Solo now. Move on. Alright, final comment by Max Lethal. Are you friends with Jay the Key Evans? No. I'm only friends with... Well, partly friends with Tommy Salami and Pete Corvus. Pete, I see once in a while. I haven't seen him in a while. I used to see him at Ring of Honor shows in New York City. Actually, sat across from him at one show. I think it was Final Battle 2012. But you know, he used to frequent the Brooklyn. The independent scene in Brooklyn, FPW, FSW. I saw him at a couple shows there, but I haven't seen him in a long time. Maybe about a year or two I haven't seen him in person. Same thing with Tommy, but I do follow Pete and Tommy on Instagram. You should too. But As far as Katie Evans, no, I don't know him personally, but I'm not friends with him, so I'm not friends with most of the people on GTS. I mean, I do follow Grim on Twitter. I follow Grim on Twitter. He doesn't. I don't know why. And his fiancee Tina, I follow on Instagram. And I am subscribed to his ex-wife Barbara, heel wife. You know, I'm not friends with them, but I subscribe to them and follow them on social media. But I'm not friends with any of the guys. Like Jay Evans, or I'm not friends with Jay Evans. I'm not friends with any of the other people on that show. But it is what it is. But thanks for asking that. But not that I'm gonna go to New Jersey and watch Grim fight, or if Grim ever came to New York. But I really don't care. I would take a picture with Grim. That's it. I'm like, if he remembers, like, hey, weren't you the guy that did a rant on me back in 2018? I'm like, no, I wasn't. No, you're not that guy. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm that guy. What do you got to say now? 3 years later, you got to say something to me? You got to step up to me now, Grim? You fat fuck. You want to have a match? We'll have a match right there. I'll give you a fucking Gilmore card and put you out of your misery. Right in front of your wife. Or your soon-to-be wife. I'll do it right in front of Tina, too. Like, hey, Dave. Bang! Gilmore Cutter. Got a fat man on the floor. Somebody get a forklift! Somebody clean up on aisle 5. We need a forklift. They'll be like, hey, Tina, you want to get with a real guy? Like, real guy can actually wrestle? Dave says he's trained, but he flops around like a fish. Trained my ass. Yeah, you're trained, but... I mean, but it is what it is. Your show is garbage. I'm sorry. Not the same as when I used to watch it in 2015 up to 2019. Last couple of years hasn't been that great for Grim. Minus the pandemic, minus the YouTube monetization crap fucking everybody. It's not an enjoyable show. Not really that enjoyable. I'm still subscribed and I watch it once in a while, but it's hard to like sometimes watch him. Even on his his vlog show, and with Juhop, his brother Juhop, Matt. Oh yeah, that's his real name. Matt is Juhop. Juhop's got a pretty lady, Maria. Said that he got rid of what's her name? That mermaid chick. What's her name? Tiffany? Yeah, Tiffany. I forgot her last name. But yeah, the chick that he used to be with was Tiffany. Just didn't work out, and now he's with, Maria. I think they look happy. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but, they look happy. Tiffany Avatar, there it is. Thank you, Max. I thought him and Tiffany were going to get married or something, because they look great. They look pretty good together. I guess it fizzled out. That's what sometimes that happens. Tiffany had her own thing going. And now that, Juhop's now with Maria. I think it's going pretty well. He's happy. Good for you, Matt. Good for you. And Grim's happy with Tina. But still, he fucked Barbara over, heel wife, heel cat, dog cat. And now dog cat's with some guy. If she's happy, good for her. But she could have been with a really better guy. Not saying me, but saying somebody better. And, Dave and her had 2 kids, Molly and Amy. They're growing up. They're big now. Holy crap. They're growing into beautiful women. And I'm not... Now, people say, oh, Peterson, talking about kids that are, like, under 16. What? I'm giving him compliments, you moron. They're growing into beautiful women. From I remember them when they were like this big, like little bitty girls. Now like Molly, I think is 16 or 17 now, and Amy is like 12 or 13. And like I said, Barbara is now with some guy. I guess she's happy. Still living in that old house that they used to live in. I don't know how they pay for that shit. I mean, Barbara don't have a job. As far as I know, she doesn't have a job. And Grim pays for like 3 houses. Because he supposedly has all this money. He's back in the old house. The first house that I remember seeing them. Not the backyard. His grandma's backyard when they like first found out about Grimm's Toy Show. Then he moved to that house that he's in now. With Tina. They used to live in with Barbara and the kids. Then they moved to that house that Barbara lives in now. And then Dave and Tina moved into that house where they wrestle in, where they wrestle in the backyard. They lived upstairs. Now that they moved back to that old house. I don't know how he pays for all this shit. I mean, he's got over 1 million subs on his main show, his main channel. He's got almost 1 million on his vlog channel. Tina's got a lot of subs. So, and views, and, I guess they're getting the views and the monetization, I guess. I don't know. Not getting much, probably. And I don't know if Tina has a real-life job, but... Yeah, but, Dave's living the life. He's living the life off YouTube and everything. That's how he's making the money. That's how he's paying his bills, I guess, and his car payments, and I guess paying child support. I don't know what's going on, how that worked out with him and Barbara when they got divorced. I think it was the best thing for Barbara, but getting away from that schmuck. She's happy now. Grimm's with somebody that I guess he's more compatible with. But yeah, I think Barbara got the shaft. But I digress. Anyway, alright, Max Lethal's going bye-bye, good night. So, good night to you, sir. Thank you for coming on there, Max, and talking about freaking Grimm's Toy Show. It is what it is. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Whenever I do another video. Maybe be tomorrow. I have to see. Let's see what's going on tomorrow with that. Alright, enough about that. So we went an hour and a half and talking good stuff. And with the chat. And now let's get into your... On a Wednesday night, and you know what that means. We stay up late watching Kenny Omega and me while we masturbate. So, make sure you clean your hands and wash your hands. Take a cold shower after you do it, too. So, after you do that, take a cold shower, and then go to bed. But make sure you clean. But I digress. Anyway, so let's get to your Dynamite review for September the 14th, 2022. Or if you're watching this video from somewhere else, it is September the 15th, 2022. We're at the midpoint, right down the middle of that, like good old Fonzo says, of September. And we're as of tomorrow, we're 1 week away from that great season of fall. So this is the final week of summer. So the summer is over. I am in command. So we move on. Alright, tonight the go home show before next week's mega event, Grand Slam Dynamite, Grand Slam Rampage at Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium in Queens, New York City. So this was not like I said, not a great show, but still a couple of good matches, not great matches, but still pretty damn good. So it wasn't a bad edition of Dynamite, but it could have been a lot better. But I think because they missed the Bucks, they missed Kenny, who brings the ratings. They missed Adam Cole, brings ratings. All they're relying on now is Jericho, Moxley, Danielson. And they put the women on at 9:20 again. Well, we'll move on. But like I said, this show was okay, and that's it. We had the semifinals of the Grand Slam Tournament of Champions. We had Moxley and Sammy Guevara to open up, and then we had at the main event we had Chris Jericho, Bryan Danielson 2. I'm gonna get that. Let me move on from that. And then we had some other filler matches, just to hype Rampage and next week's show, which I already know the spoilers for. That's all I gotta say about that. So if you don't want to hear the spoilers later, don't watch. I won't say all the spoilers, but I'll just, leave it at that. Alright, so we start off Dynamite from the MVP Arena in Albany, New York, and our commentary team this week, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, Taz, Red Hook Bulldog, and the ever-popular, the legend, Derry, man himself, Tony Baloney Schiavone. No JR this week because JR was doing Rampage. So there you go. Let me move on. Alright, so we get the fire, we got the pyro, we are live from Albany, New York. And we start off with our first match of the night, the first semifinal match in the tournament. Jon Moxley, Sammy Guevara, who comes out by himself. Nobody else in the Jericho Appreciation Society. No, his whore, Ty Mello, didn't come out yet. Moxley comes out from the crowd with "Wow, Sting!" So we get that. Match was okay. Starts with Guevara bailing to the floor, playing mind games with Moxley. Goes back in and gets headlock takeovered. They get back up. Sammy hammers him down in the corner, including some boot choking. Then they have a chop fest, which Moxley wins that easily. And then Sammy sends Mox to the floor for a flippy-dippity-doo. Followed by another running corkscrew flippy-dippity-doo. Then Mox is sent into the steps. Ow. As we go to break. And we come back. Sammy blocks a power driver on the apron. Sammy gets sent outside instead. Moxley hits the corner clothesline. Breaks the back. What are you, Hogan? Setting up a butterfly superplex, I should say. Sammy manages an enziguri out of the corner and a top rope Gilmore Kata! Not as great as me, but still. Goes to the go to hell, it's blocked. And then the King Kong Lariat by I think it was by Moxley's counted into a Bulldog choke. That gets broken up. Sammy gets taken up top. Only to have Anna Jay and her best friend Ty Mello, the ladies come out, cause a distraction. Well, Anna causes a distraction, and Ty comes in and kicks Moxley in the nuts. And then Sammy goes up top, misses the Swanton Bomb. And then they slug it out. Sammy hits a jumping knee, which staggers Moxley. Goes for the go to hell, and then Moxley counters that into the Death Rider, or the, well, not the Paralyzed Shift, or the Pale Rider, whatever you want to call it. So he hits the Death Rider. 1, 2, 3. Jon Moxley gets the win in almost 13 and a half minutes. He goes on to the finals of the tournament, which we knew he was, and he will fight either Jericho or Bryan Danielson. We'll find out who wins that in the main event. But still a pretty decent match, not great. So I give it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, after that match, we hear the music of our good friend, yours and mine, Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker, MJF for short, comes out and he is pissed. When ever is he happy? Anyway, he says he hasn't slept since he and Moxley went toe-to-toe last week in that epic promo. Maxwell doesn't like Moxley. Well, who does? But isn't the same person he was when they first met the first time they met years ago. Mox is someone playing a character, and Maxwell knows it because he read Moxley's book. He has a book out? Moxley's not a normal person, you think? Excuse me. Because he was raised like these people right here in Albany, New York. calls them poor and uneducated, which is why they love him. You can't hate MJF, you can't hate him. He might be a prick, but he's a good prick. But I digress. So Maxwell says Moxley is playing with something a lot more dangerous than his disease, his alcohol disease, so he goes on about that. He knows that Mox is still the scared kid from Cincinnati, another shithole. No matter how much people cheer for him. Talks about Moxley going to rehab, but MJF says, I'm that demon you can't overcome. Then he gets at it. He stops talking about Moxley, and he starts talking about that he has some backup that's going to help him get the title, probably a Full Gear. So here's the first stable on retainers. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Then he brings out his good friend Stokely Hathaway, who knew him since he was 19, back in Evolve and in the Indies here in New York. So Stokely Hathaway comes out with the other members of this big faction that he has. Now it's called The Firm, which used to be an indie faction back in the day. So they come out, and a big cast comes out with Ethan Page, Lee Moriarty, and the S-Boys, without Billy Gunn. So they come out, MJF leaves. Guess he has something better to do, and you know it. So Stokely preaches to the choir. He's like, I'm a pastor, I'm going to teach you some lessons. I'm going to preach you, I'm going to tell you all something that's going to be gospel. So he says that he and MJF are the best of friends, and Stokely talked MJF out of quitting AEW. Maybe that was Tony Khan. They prayed a lot, and the men in this ring are his support system. Each of them will help MJF when necessary before going their separate ways. So kind of like the Pinnacle in a way, almost. Stokely says he's a friend who kicks it with Britt Baker. I'm not touching that one. Anyway, and watches reruns of Living Single with the House of Black. What? What are you talking about? I don't know. So botch. This is my botch for the night. Stokely talks about each member, saying he loves and appreciates them, but thinks they could use some gold. That was a very awkward segment right there. Because he goes to Cass and says, I love your brother, and he hugs him, and Cass is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Then Stokely knows it looks awkward. He says, remember what I said? And you heard what I said? You heard what I said? And Cass like, I heard you. You're creepy. That was awkward. So then he goes to Lee Moriarty, who has like a freaking green hair. Anyway, then he talks about the ass boys. He's like, they're not ass boys anymore. They're men. Blah, blah, blah. Said they're going to be the AEW Tag Team Champions. No. And they're saying Lee Moriarty is going to be the Pure Champion. No. Then he goes to Ethan Page. Who kind of gets like a big reaction because he's from Canada. And Albany's hop, skip, and jump away from Canada. Blah, 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 blah. And he says that Ethan Page is going to be the next All-Atlantic champion. Not that anybody cares about that. And that's pretty much it. So he gives some respect to the people in the group. Now it's called The Firm, with MJF in it. And they're probably going to help him get the belt somehow, probably by Full Gear. I think when Moxley's going to win the tournament. That's already given. Moxley's going to face MJF probably at Full Gear, and then I think MJF will get the belt thanks to The Firm, and he'll hold it for like a year. And then who beats him? Probably be Punk, if he stays. Or, I don't know, maybe be Danielson, maybe be Adam Cole, baby, but who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. So, alright, so I gave the MJF segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then we go to Jungle Boy Jack. Oh, Jungle Man Jack, or now known as Jack Perry. with a segment from early in the day. He wants to fight and has issued an open challenge. And it was accepted by Jay Lethal, who says he's down to face Jungle Man Jack Perry. So we get to match number 2. Jay Lethal and Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy comes out by himself, of course, because there's nobody else with him. Jay Lethal comes out with his best friend Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh. Blah, 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 blah. We see Jungle Boy's back is all taped up from what happened at All Out when Luchasaurus did another a Big Show turn again and then chokeslammed him on the pyro grating. Ow! Surprised that didn't explode. That would have been really, really scary, but I digress. So it's also with Lethal in control. Jungle Boy comes right back and runs the corner for a wrist drag. Lucha Libre. To get back up, Lethal goes for the leg, but Jungle Boy sits down on him for 2. Then we get a quick distraction by Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh, which lets Lethal get a shot to the bad back of Jungle Boy Jack, which sets up a middle rope backbreaker on the turnbuckle. Ow. As we go to break, come back. Jungle Boy comes back, wins a slugfest, but his back gives out on a suplex attempt. But he pops back up for a Bleen Buster. Goes to the middle rope, only to get Russian leg sweep down by Jay Lethal. Goes for the lethal combination, which sends Jungle Boy outside, and then Jay Lethal hits those suicide dives of doom. Then he sets up the Macho Man Black Machismo elbow. Ooh, yeah, dig it. He hits that. Hail to the King for a near fall. Then he loads up a pump kick, but gets pulled into the snare trap a couple of times, and eventually he taps out at 10.5 minutes. So Jungle Man Jack Perry pulls off a shocking victory over a former Ring of Honor champion and Jay Lethal, and he gets the win. Match I gave 3 out of 5 stars. He hits Sanjay Dutt during near the end of the match too, so that's it. So Jungle Man Jack Perry picks up the win, and we'll see what happens with him later on, down the line. All right, then we get a promo with Action Bronson, who is the sidekick to our good friend Send for the Man. Get in here, Hook. And they show them training to fight Matt Maynard, Daddy Magic Matt Maynard, and Angelo Parker. And that match will be I think this week on Rampage. No. Is it? I think it's next week. Yes, next week. I'm sorry. So get that. So we got Hook and Action Bronson. I guess this is his first match. I've never seen this guy before. I think he Action Bronson's like I thought it was like he does his theme song or something like that. But they're training, and they're going to face off against Everrise or 2.0, 3.0, whatever you want to call it, next week on Grand Slam. Go figure it out. Wow. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we have Alex Marvez trying to conduct an interview, and we see pizza maker Luigi Primo. Hey, how you doing? You whoever you are. He's an indie guy, by the way. I don't know what indie company he works for, and I don't personally care. But yeah, I think he works in like Creative Pro or some indie company. Let's put it that way. The Luigi Primo, he's spinning a pizza, pizza dough, actual pizza dough. He does it in the ring too, and he gets his ass kicked afterwards. But he comes in, he's like, "Hey, he wants this." Like, the fuck is this? And then Ethan Page, thank the Lord, kicks the guy right in the face because this is garbage. And then, Mr. Danhausen, I will curse you. He comes in, pops in. And then him and Ethan Page start talking, and Ethan Page challenges him to a match on Rampage. Now, I don't know if it's this week or next week. I think it's this week, and I think Ethan Page won. Oops, there's a spoiler. So I get that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to a video of Darby Allin at Nitro Circus where the Cyclones play this past weekend actually. Which I forgot that Nitro Circus was this weekend. Because of Darby. Not that I really wanted to. Because I just went, how you doing, Darby? How you doing? You're great in Evolve, Darby, but your theme music sucks and you talk like this. No, so they showed a video of him at Nitro Circus in Brooklyn, where the Cyclones play at Maimonides Park. So if you were there and you saw Darby, good for you. Good for you. That's it. Darby and Sting are actually going to be in action on Friday night. Because I do have the spoilers for Rampage, but I'm not going to give them out. So I'll be nice to you guys this time. But Rampage, you know, besides Joe and going against Josh the Goods Woods for the Ring of Honor TV title. Other than that, besides Penelope Ford and Willow Nightingale, bleh. And then I think that's a couple other matches. Rampage doesn't look that good this week. I'm sorry to say, but something interesting comes out of the Rampage tapings, which is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen on Dynamite next week, at Grand Slam Dynamite or Grand Slam Rampage. Chris Jericho, we'll talk about him in a minute. He's going to be facing Claudio Castagnoli for the Ring of Honor World title. I never thought I'd say Chris Jericho going after the Ring of Honor World title. Wow. I think that'll be a great match. Obviously, we all know who's going to win. That's going to be Claudio. But I think that match is going to be on next week's Rampage. That should be live. I don't know. It probably will be. It's going to be taped, but it should be live. But it's not. But anyway, we got that. All right, so we get Darby at Nitro Circus. Then we go to Fat Lardy. I mean, Matt Hardy, who can slam a tornado. He slammed Rebby Hardy 4 times, if you know what I mean. Because Rebby Hardy can't close her legs these days. Sorry, Rebby, don't ban me on Twitch. Anyway. So Matt Hardy does a promo and he says that I may not like you, Darby, but I kind of respect you, stuff like that. Then they're gonna have a match. I think. Okay. I mean, not that I care for a Matt Hardy Darby Allin match. But anyway, I gave those segments 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to, if you wanted to take a bathroom break, you couldn't because Powerhouse Hobbs comes out, beats this schmuck named Matt DiMartino. Skinny fucking prick. Beats him in 26 seconds with that spine buster of his. And that's it. Then after the match, he cuts a promo and his mouth's busted wide open. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, he cuts a promo and says, Ricky Starks is tough, but it took him 4 minutes and 35 seconds to win it all out. And he says, I'm going to write the Book of Hobbs starting tonight. And then we see Ricky Starks come down through the crowd. And he charges the ring, clears the ring, Hobbs leaves. And then that's it. So I guess we're going to get a rematch out of this. I don't know when, but it is what it is. So Hobbs leaves and Ricky Starks does his pose. And that's pretty much it. And we move on from there. So I gave, I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars because it was just 26 goddamn seconds. Blah, 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 blah. But the promo I gave 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, speaking of promos, we get a promo from the Lucha Brothers, Rey Fenix, and our good friend Pentagon Zero Miedo. And Alex Abrahantes as well. They're ready to face Swerve and Our Glory. You know, Keith Lee. And Prince Idol's cousin and Max Lethal's cousin too. Swerve Strickland. Swerve and Our Glory for the tag team belts. That's just coming up next. So they just hyped themselves like, oh, we're gonna be the greatest tag team in the world. We're gonna win the titles. Blah 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 blah. No, you're not gonna win. That's pretty much it. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the tag title match. and it was okay, kind of short, 8 goddamn minutes. I guess they, this is all filler before the main event, by the way. So it starts off with Pentagon and Swerve going at it, and Pentagon wins that slugfest. Goes to snap the arm of Swerve, but settles for a kick to the ribs. Ow. Tags in his brother Rey Fenix. He comes in with a rolling drop kick, which Keith Lee's like, impressive. If you don't know where that comes from, impressive, then you gotta watch some Star Wars tapes. Anyway, then we get an assisted wheelbarrow splash for a near fall. Swerve gets in a shot of his own, brings in the big man, Keith Lee, to show off some chops by, I think it was Pentagon. So we go to break, we come back. Rey Fenix slips out of a gory stretch, brings in his brother Pentagon to clean house. They go for the Fear Factor finisher. It gets broken up, and then a kick to face allows Swerve to bring Keith Lee back in with the hot tag. Keith Lee wrecks the Lucha Brothers, but Pentagon bangs a Canadian Destroyer on Keith Lee. How did you do that? Keith Lee's big. Not gonna say the F word. He's not fat. Don't say that to him, because Mia Yim will kick your ass. Hi Mia, how you doing? Anyway, so Pentagon hits a Canadian Destroyer on Keith Lee for a very delayed 2 count, 0.995. But Keith Lee gets right back up, picks up Pentagon, hits the Big Bang Catastrophe. 1, 2, 3. The champs retain in 8 minutes. Pretty decent tag match. 3.25 out of 5 stars. So we get that, and Swerve and Arguello retain, and next week they get the rematch. Well, the Acclaimed get the rematch against them at Arthur Ashe Stadium. I would love to see a title change. I hope and pray that we will see that, because I like the Acclaimed so much. I think they will win the titles. They are so over with the fans right now. Why not just do the title change? Let's do it like Paul Stanley says. Speaking of the Acclaim, they come out with Daddy Ass, and Max basically rips Swerve apart. He says, "Hey Swerve, you interrupt my rap again, I'm gonna kick your ass." And they basically say that they promise to win the belts next week. And then Anthony Bowen says, "New York City, the Acclaim, blah blah blah," stuff like that. And he says, "Sesame, Daddy Ass." I still gotta get that shirt. But it is what it is. And that's it. So next week at Grand Slam for the tag team belts, Swerve in Our Glory, the Acclaimed 2. I can't wait for it. The roof is gonna blow off Arthur Ashe Stadium as soon as the Acclaimed come out. Max Caster's gonna do a humongous epic fucking rap. I can only imagine what he's gonna say. Just don't mention the Mets. But I digress. So that's it. So I hope the Acclaimed win, because the pop they will get when they even come out, and then the pop they will get when they win the belts, is going to be massive. I cannot wait for it. It's going to be huge. And that's pretty much it. Alright, and we move on from there. Alright, then we go to the back with, once again, Alex Marvez. Because Tony can't do double duty, I guess, these days. This evening. So Alex Marvez is with Pac. We see him with the rest of the Lucha Brothers, and the Lucha Brothers are just going to the back, saying we lost, blah 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 blah. And Marvez says something stupid to Pac. Pac doesn't like the loss being called a bump in the road for them, and he wants Alex Marvez to respect him and the rest of Death Triangle, because Alex Marvez is a dumbass. Say if it was me, I'd say, "Hey Pac, things happen. Say, what are you gonna say after after the match? You got anything to say? Blah blah blah. About Orange Cassidy, stuff like that. Gotta be careful what you say there if you want to be an interviewer for a major company like WWE or Impact. You could get your ass kicked. Not either on the air or when the camera shuts off. What the fuck is wrong with you? Smack you in the head. Then they won't like you for a while. So gotta pick and choose your words very carefully. But it is what it is. So Pac wants some respect from Alex Marvez, and then out of nowhere, he gets hit in the back of the head by Orange Cassidy, who comes in with an orange punch, not a Rockstar punch. Then he bends down and suggests that, I guess I'm taking one of your titles, which most likely will be the All-Atlantic Championship. And I think they have a match next week for the All-Atlantic Championship. I didn't know Pac's going to win that. Why would they give Orange Cassidy, of all people, the All-Atlantic Championship? It is what it is. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the ladies at 9:17 p.m. We get a long video about Britt Baker going into, I think, Hikaru Shida's locker room. Because they show her in like a vest or something like that. Her and Reba maybe cosplayed or disguised themselves, like beat the fuck out of Hikaru Shida. And then we see something with Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Something happened. And then Jamie Hayter's like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like, leave me alone. And she just walks away and Britt's trying to talk to her. But, so that gets put into what this next match is going to be. Athena and Toni Storm basically saying they don't like Britt Baker Bebe and Serena Deeb. So we get to this match, which I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. We get to this match, if I can, which lasted 8.5 minutes. So Britt Baker comes out, DMD baby, comes out with Rebel. Serena Deeb comes out by herself, and then Athena and Toni Storm come out with their entrances. Blah blah blah. Matches are right. It's also with Serena and Toni training takeovers and head scissors on the mat. So some technical wrestling. Until Toni gets her in the corner, starts chopping away at her. Tags in Athena, comes in with a slingshot splash for a near fall. Then an over-the-shoulder spin into a code breaker. That's a lot. Drops Serena again. Britt offers a distraction and lets Serena Deeb take Athena's knee out. Ow. As we go to break, we come back. Toni gets the hot tag, starts cleaning house, including a tornado DDT to Britt Baker on the floor. Ow. But the good doctor is fine enough for a sling blade as we get back in. So then she tags in Serena Deeb, and Athena faces off against Serena Deeb. Athena has the strength to power out of a 1905 arm breaker. Brings Toni Storm back in. Serena grabs a half crab on Toni. And Athena tries to come in and attack her, but Britt Baker comes in. She adds a basement dropkick to Toni for a near fall. Athena having to backsplash the pile for the save. Athena's then sent into the ring steps. Ow. And then Rebel offers a distraction, which allows Serena Deeb to send Toni Storm into Britt Baker, who has a chair. Bang! Knocks her out. And then Serena Deeb gets the pin and the win for her team. So once again, the AEW Women's Champion gets pinned. It's not a good look for your women's division if your champion gets pinned every so often. That's why they need Kenny, because Kenny can run that women's division. He knows what he's doing. I don't know who runs it right now. It's not Kenny. But it is what it is. Match was I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Athena comes back in, gets stomped by the good doctor for her efforts. And then Britt Baker looks like she was about to do more damage, I think, to Toni Storm with the chair. And then Jamie Hayter comes in and takes the chair away from Britt. Britt's like, what the fuck? But she does the heinous act and beats down on Toni Storm herself with the chair. Then she stops. She leaves the ring, starts yelling at Britt Baker, and then leaves. And Britt Baker like what the hell's going on here? And then she goes outside, and we hear Britt say, I'm sorry! I said I was sorry! I guess you're not sorry enough there, Britt. Unless you pissed off Jamie Hayter. I don't know what you did, but you pissed her off. So we'll see what happens with that. I think Britt's mad because Toni Storm pinned her. Or I think Jamie Hayter wants another shot at Toni. I think she will beat Toni. I'd like to see Jamie Hayter with a belt myself. That's just me. We'll see what happens with that. So all that I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. And we move on from there. Alright. Alright, then we get a video from Smart Mark Sterling, who's representing Josh the Goods Woods and Tony Nese. So he cuts a promo about Josh Woods, and he says that he's ready to see Josh Woods win the Ring of Honor TV title from Samoa Joe on Rampage. Wrong! There's your spoiler. There's your spoiler. I'm sorry to say. Joe retains the title. Obviously he does. Obvious. And that's pretty much it for that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get the Grand Slam and Rampage rundown. I'm not going to go over everything because I didn't write it down. But you know some of the matches that will happen. Moxley versus Jericho or Danielson for the AEW World Title. We got Swerve in Our Glory against the Acclaim for the tag titles. Got some other stuff on the show. And then Rampage, Jade Cargill will be on, I think, one of the shows, facing Diamante, who supposedly says, she said on Rampage, oh, there's another spoiler for you, Diamante comes back. We haven't seen her in a long time. She comes back and challenges Jade, I guess, for the TBS title. And she says, I'm bringing someone, one of the baddest bitches from the 305. That's LA for you dumb people. So I was thinking it'd be Eva Lise. Nobody wants to see Eva Lise back in wrestling at all. Especially her, when she was in AEW. The stuff with Thunder Rosa. Nobody wanted to work with her. So I don't know what Diamante's talking about. But I know it's probably not going to be Eva Lise. But if she says the baddest bitch from 305, it could be just talking about her. But I guess we'll have to see what happens when that match takes place next week. Diamante versus Jade Cargill. I guess for the TBS title, and Jade's just like another piece of meat on my way to 40-0. She's 30. What's she now? 37-0, 38-0. Should be 39-0 after next week. Who's gonna beat Jade Cargill at this point? Nobody. Nobody probably but herself. That's not in a sexual way, but I'm just saying. I don't see anybody beating Jade Cargill at this point. Maybe Chris Statlander is the last hope, but then then again, I don't know. And we'll get to that. Then we got some other matches on Rampage, Grand Slam Rampage and Grand Slam Dynamite, which I think should be 2 good shows, but they haven't even sold out Arthur Ashe Stadium. Maybe I can go. No, I'm not going. I am not going to Grand Slam. There's no way. I don't even want to go. Why? I'd like to go, but 1, it's very expensive. And 2, I have to take the train all the way from here to Times Square to get the 7 train. Take that up, like probably a packed 7 train all the way to Citi Field, and then I have to maneuver around to get all the way to Arthur Ashe Stadium. Then I have to it's gonna be a humongous line getting in for the pre-show, which starts I think 5:30. So if I wanted to go, I have to leave 1:30 just to get there by 3 on a not so packed 7 train. Then I get there and I have to, waste my time at the meet and greet. And then the show should start. I don't know if they're taping Dark or Elevation before, around 7. Then you got 2 hours of Dynamite, and then probably an hour. They're gonna probably tape Rampage at 10, and that probably end about 11, maybe 11:30 the latest. And then you have to walk all the way out of Arthur Ashe Stadium, get back on the 7 train, which is going to be humongously packed. Because, that stadium is Look at like 15 to 20,000 people there. And you're coming home on the train. You're gonna be waiting like at least an hour, or at most 2 hours for a train to get home. And if somehow you get on the 7 train at Citi Field, it's gonna take a long time to get home. Very long time. Because you have to get all the people getting on the packed 7 train. And then people have to get off at maybe different stops in Queens, because some people might live in Queens, who knows. And then by the time you get to 42nd Street, Times Square, people, like half that train is going to get off at 42nd Street, or if they get off at the last stop, which is 34th Street at Hudson Yard. By the time you actually get home, depending where you live, if you live in Manhattan or you live in my neck of the woods, if you actually get on the train by about, if you get lucky, say the show ends at 11, you're home by 1, maybe 2 o'clock. Because you know how the trains are after midnight, especially in the city. Oh, not good. I know that firsthand. Coming when I used to come home from the PNC Bank Art Center with the missus and my ex, Ashley Marie, when we went to Ozfest in 2006. We didn't get home till like 3, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Because we had to take the train at 12 midnight from Jersey, where the PNC is. And then we had to go all the way to Penn Station. Then we had to walk to the train. We had to wait for a train a long time. Because after midnight, it runs sporadically. Stupid. But finally got on the train. I basically almost fell asleep. And blah blah blah. But we get into Brooklyn, and then by the time I wasn't living here, but I was living at my parents' house. So by the time I got to my parents' house with my ex at the time, it was like 2, 3 o'clock, like 3, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. It's insane. It's just insane getting out of there. If you take the train, you're not gonna get home till like 2 to at least 4 o'clock in the morning. And if you're in the parking lot, it's gonna be more of a bitch to get out with traffic and getting out of that goddamn place. And then getting on the highway, which could be a problem, depending on if you take the Grand Central or the other highway. You're not home because you're not going to get home at a good time, because it's going to be traffic just getting out of the stadium, traffic getting on the highway, and then by the time you're home, depending where you live, you could be living in Jersey, you'd be home like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And my good friend Lauren knows that firsthand. She went to, I think, last year's Grand Slam, or one year's Grand Slam. She didn't get home. She lives in Long Island. She didn't get home till like 4 o'clock in the morning. So that's why I don't want to go to Grand Slam as much as I want to, but I don't want to get home at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and I got work the next day. Or I'll just take the day off. Like, I'm not going to be home until like 5 o'clock in the morning. There's no way I'm going to get 3 hours of sleep and then get to work at 9 o'clock in the morning. No. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to take the day off and sleep in. That's what I would do. That's what you should do too if you go on the Grand Slam next week. And it's not even sold out, which is shocking. Shocking that Dynamite, that Grand Slam has been, the tickets were put out like a few weeks ago, and it's not even sold out. That's crazy. But there are probably good seats on sale, or there'll probably be a whole ton on StubHub for like $500. I'd rather watch it from the courtesy of my couch for free, so I don't have to get home at 4 o'clock in the morning. But if you're going, good luck getting home. That's it. So we have that. And then we go to your main event of the evening, The final semifinal match, Chris Jericho and Bryan Danielson. Yes! Part 2 with Mr. Legal on commentary. Legal! War Games! So we got that. This match was crazy. Crazy good. Daniel Garcia looking on in the back. They went at it like two warriors went at it. We get a go to break. Jericho snaps up a super Hurricane Rana, goes for the Judas effect and gets counted into a suplex by Danielson for a near fall. He locks in cattle mutilation, but Jericho somehow gets out of that, and Danielson starts firing off the elbows of doom. Jericho reverses into some of his own, followed by a code breaker. But Danielson gets back up, pops up with a running knee for a double down. They get back up. Jericho sends Danielson over the top rope to the floor, and Danielson looked like he landed very badly because he was grabbing his ankle, and Aubrey Edwards was the referee for the match. Accidentally, he was okay, and we see Daniel Bryan taking his boot off and grabbing his leg, and then always like, get the medic! So I thought they were going to end the match because of, Bryan got severely injured, maybe he sprained his ankle, broke his ankle, who knows, but still finished the match. So we get that. After the doctor comes in, Dr. Sampson, I think his name's Dr. Sampson, Jericho's like, get out of here, Doc! And then he picks up Bryan, wraps his leg around the ring post, ow! And with the leg bang like destroyed basically, Jericho grabs a half crab to put Danielson away, pulls Daniels back into the middle for a Nature Boy figure 4. Somehow Danielson escapes that, gets Jericho into the bell lock, and Jericho taps out at almost 20 minutes. But the match was great. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. So in your finals, which I predicted from the beginning of this tournament, Moxley versus Danielson 2. Because remember they had that first match like a few months, almost a year ago now. And that was a bloodbath. So this match, and surprisingly, Moxley's match with Sammy Guevara, he didn't even bleed. So we got that. So Danielson gets the win. Match I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. So like I said, next week on Grand Slam, in probably the main event, Moxley versus Danielson for the vacated AEW World Title. And I think Moxley will win the match. And then maybe MJF comes out with the firm, and then they either have a stare down or they beat the fuck out of Moxley. And then this sets up, that's probably going to set up Full Gear, most likely. But we got Battle of the Belts 4 coming up in October. I think October the 13th. That's that Thursday show. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, so like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars for that. And then after the match, Moxley comes out and he has a big stare down with Danielson as Mr. Regal on commentary is kind of looking... He's looking anxious. It's like, these two men are great men. Blah, blah, blah. Then we get the Code of Honor from the teammates to end the show. So next week, Moxley and Danielson are going to beat the fuck out of each other. We're going to see blood. You never know with Moxley, but I mean, this is like, I think the first match in like a couple of months that Moxley hasn't bladed or get busted wide open somehow. So, I guess maybe TBS told Moxley to tone it down a little bit with the language. Even though MJF's like shit. I heard something like TBS wants AEW to tone down the violence and the language a little bit. Fuck you! Morons. But I digress. So we'll see what happens with that. So it ends a pretty meh Dynamite. So that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. My final rating for Dynamite, 6.25 out of 10 stars. Could have been a lot better, but still pretty meh, go home show. And we'll see what happens this Friday night on Rampage, which doesn't really look that good, but we'll see what happens. And then next Wednesday night from Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium in Queens, New York City, Grand Slam. I think this is the third year of the second or third year of Grand Slam. And then we got Rampage next Friday night, taped, of course. And we'll see how everything goes with that next week on the program. And we'll see what happens. So like I said, 6.25 out of 10 stars for that. And that's all I gotta say about that. So I'm gonna get out of here. It's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. Matchbox 20. So, great song, by the way. Well, I'm not lonely, you know. Mrs. is sleeping right now. So I'm gonna get out of here. It's 3 a.m. I'm gonna go to bed. I got a short day of work. I have to go in a little bit late tomorrow. I don't have to go in at my usual time at 9. I have to go in a little bit late because I have a meeting actually at 1 o'clock. So I get to sleep in a little bit, and I can go to bed a little bit later than I usually do. But still, gotta work and make the money you wish you fucking had. And then I'm gonna have a good weekend. I'm gonna have an enjoyable middle of September weekend with the missus. I'm gonna probably see my parents, maybe Sunday. I was gonna go Saturday, but I have other things to do on Saturday. So I'm probably gonna go Sunday night, watch the Sunday night game with my pops. And I know the Niners are at 4, so I might watch some of the game on Red Zone, and then probably around the second half, I'll probably miss a little bit of the second half. But thankfully, I have the phone. I get to watch it on the Niners app, so got that. So I won't miss all the entire game. So that's good. And then I'm going to watch the Sunday night game, which is the Bears and the Packers. Holy crap, that's going to be a good game. I think that's in Green Bay next week. This Sunday, I should say. So, Rodgers on Sunday Night Football. So I'll watch a little bit of that. I'm not going to watch the entire game. Got other things to do. So, just going to have a good weekend. Do some chores around the house, probably on the weekend. And then watch some baseball. Hopefully the Mets start winning. Pete Alonso, you hit the ball! Even though he hit number 36 today, so in a losing effort, it didn't matter. Because the Mets can't fucking get any run support anymore. Their pitching is garbage now. We got Cookie Carrasco tomorrow night against the Pirates, and hopefully they can right the ship. The Braves don't play. They play Friday night at home against the Phillies. They got 13 games against the Phillies and Washington in the span of like a week and a half. So, hopefully, the Phillies and Atlanta will cancel each other out. The Mets, after this weekend with the Pirates, they go to Milwaukee, which means the great land. A good land, I should say. And then after that, they, got my book here. Let me get my book. Bible all supposed to. After Milwaukee, they go to Oakland next weekend. 3-game series in Oakland. Then they got the final 2 games at home against Miami, September 27th and 28th. Then the final road games of the series, September 30th, October 1st and 2nd in Atlanta, which could clinch the division for one of the teams. And then they got the final games of the season, October 3rd, 4th, and 5th in Washington. And really, I do not want to clinch in Washington the last day of the season. I want the Mets to clinch the division quickly. I know the matching number is 19. So right now, if they build a good 5-game lead by the end of next weekend, that'd be great, because then the division will be... They don't have to really worry too much about the division. Or probably, hopefully clinching it at home, but I doubt that. So, this could come down, the division can come down to that series in Atlanta, which I think it might, but I really don't want it to have it come down to that series in Washington, and then Washington does what they did this past weekend and take 2 or 3 from the Mets at home. Well, at Citi Field, I should say. So, we'll see what happes with that. As far as the Yankees go, I don't know what their magic number is, but they have a 6-game lead on the Blue Jays. And they got, they go to Milwaukee on Friday night. So see what happens with that. So I would think that the Yankees will clinch the AL East unless they have a humongous collapse in the next 2 weeks, which could happen. But it looks like the Yankees will win the AL East. Probably get the 2nd seed because they're not going to catch the Astros for the 1st seed. So they'll probably be, they'll just have to wait to see who wins the wild card. And whoever they face, they'll probably beat them, and then God forbid we get another Houston Yankees ALCS. And the way it's going, I would hope that the Astros whip the crap out of them in at least 5 or 6 games. I don't think it's going to go 7 at all. But I think the Astros are going to go to the World Series, probably face the Dodgers. Probably. I think it's going to happen. I just don't think like a team like the Mets or the Braves is going to beat the mighty Dodgers, who have already almost have 100 wins already. They have 90, well, I don't know if they won tonight, but they had 98. They already won the division. The division was already won in July. So they clinched the division already. So they are the NL West champions. So congratulations to those buttholes in LA. Just hope you don't choke in the playoffs. God forbid you get a red-hot Met team coming after you, but who knows if the Mets are going to get red-hot, go to the playoffs and be humongously red-hot, but that's asking way too much. But as long as the Mets, if the Mets win the NL East, great. They can do damage in the playoffs, I don't know. Depends who they face in the wild card round and, well, in the division series. And then if they beat them, then they're going to have a really tough series against the Dodgers. And that's going to be a 7-game series. I just think, even with, DeGrom and Scherzer, you got a pretty much almost healthy Met team. I just don't think the Mets have it in them to beat the Dodgers. I mean, they took 2 or 3 against the Dodgers at Citi Field, and then they split with them in that 4-game series in LA early in the season. So they can match up with them if they're healthy. But when the NL championship is on the line, they can get some fucking run support for the 2 best pitchers, Scherzer and DeGrom, and Scherzer and DeGrom just go lights out. And they get some run support. Then I think the Mets can maybe, God willing, beat the Dodgers, go to the World Series for the first time since 2015. So, can the Mets do it? Possibly. Will they? It's just asking too much. The way they're playing right now, I don't even think they'll get out of the first round. I don't think they will get out of the first round, but you never know. I'm hoping we can get at least to the championship game. Not the World Series, the NLCS. But if they face the Dodgers, it's going to be a daunting task to beat that mighty team. And they can hang with them, but they can't get any. If they're playing like they're playing right now, the Dodgers are going to mop the floor with them, probably sweep them at this point. But we'll see when we get there. We got 2 weeks away, so just worry about winning the division right now. But wake the fuck up, Mets. Let's go. Wake up. Got 18 games left. Can we fucking win this fucking division? Put the Braves out the pasture. Let them worry about winning they'll probably win the wild card anyway. I really don't want to win the wild card. I want to win the division. Just to laugh at JD and then laugh at him even more when the Braves get beat in the wild card or in the division round. But it is what it is. And we'll see what happens with that. So that's all I gotta say. Thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gunn signing off. Check out my Roman Reigns video in the description box. Don't forget to smash that like button to death. And leave comments if you wish. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you dare. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to smash and tap that bell. And treat it like it's your fucking bitch. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, too bad for you. That's it. So, I'm getting out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks to Max Lethal. Thanks to my good friend Andre Corbio, and anybody else who watched, thank you for the review, asshole. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So I may be back tomorrow with a stream. I might do a stream tomorrow. I might take off tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on what's going on tomorrow in the world of professional wrestling. I might just do an open forum stream, probably around 5 or 6 o'clock. Maybe. I'm not saying I am, but you never know. But hit the bell on all my channels, and if I do go live, then you'll know. And then we'll just talk about the world of professional wrestling, football, and anything else. We'll just have an open forum stream, and we'll see what happens with that. But if I don't do anything tomorrow, most likely Friday, I might do a video Friday night for SmackDown and Rampage, or I will hold that off till Saturday and do SmackDown and Rampage on Saturday, and then I'll be off on Sunday, then hopefully be back Monday night or Tuesday with my Raw review. And that's pretty much it. Probably go back to normal, a normal little schedule. I'm doing video every day so far this week. And we'll see what happens with that. But hit the bell and get notified when I actually do a live video or just a regular video, so don't miss anything. And because I'm a busy guy, so very busy guy. Because I have a life. I got a job, unlike some of you dumb fucks. But I digress. Anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cookoot. And if you're not down with that, once again, we're the prophecy. I'm your tribal god. You will acknowledge me one way or the other. And you will acknowledge the prophecy, the greatest thing since sliced bread. And great people like Lauren, Prince Idol, Max Lethal, Andre Corbio, and everybody else. We got a lot of people. And it's real as can come. You think it's fake and you think it's dead? No. No. We are far, far from dead. We will not be stopped, whether you like it or not. Because we're going to go into 2023 and we will take over. And that's all I got to say about that. Because these big time schmucks, they don't got nothing on us. Yeah, that rhymes. So, yeah. So those big timers, they're going to feel the wrath of the prophecy. And we're just going to run over them. And we're going to be the greatest bunch of people on this fucking website and in real life. And if you're not down with that, well, we got 3 words for you, you fucking assholes. Fuck you, man. That's it. Thank you all for watching. Go to bed, you fuckers. In the Northeast, if you're in the West Coast, it's 12:16. So maybe think about going to bed or having a late night snack or a late night fuck session with your significant other. Just remember, guys, wrap up that burrito. Because you don't want to be a fat fuck having a baby. But it is what it is. You can't support it because you don't have no job. Because you forgot to wrap up the burrito and pull out a tool. Because you have no pull-out game. And it is what it is. And you're you have to use your blue chew to actually get it hard for your lady. I don't have that problem. None of us in the prophecy have that problem. But I digress. But it is what it is. So, whatever you're doing in the West Coast, go do it. But if you're, like I said, if you're with your significant other, you're getting, you're giving those vitamins out and that milk, make sure you wrap up that burrito. Unless you have a really good pull-out game. But most of you do not. So. And that's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. And, that's it. I'm out of here. Until next time. Peace. Ha! You fucking bitches. Kiss my ass.